Man, what's up, YouTubers, man? This is John Triller, man, from the Trenches TV, man. I'm from Washington, D.C., man. I'm here to do a reaction on a young brother that just got killed, man. I don't know him, I don't know his story, I don't know if all this is true or not. I ain't here to be no informant or nothing like that. I'm just reacting off of whatever, you know what I'm saying, what's already out there on the news. You hear me, Slim? Real life. So I want to get straight into it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's rock and roll.
This is no Scurry. He was a 17-year-old high school basketball star and standout student who was killed earlier this week. It was reported by the Philadelphia Inquirer that he had the highest SAT score in his entire school when he took it. A student at Samuel Feld High School, his principal described him as gifted. In a letter to the school's family, they confirmed that he was a talented student athlete. It was around 7:15 a.m. on January 14th. The 17-year-old was leaving for school when he was gunned down, according to the Philadelphia police, as reported by Fox 29.
Police say a 17-year-old was shot and killed.
So Youngin probably, man, he did something messed up. You know what I'm saying? If whoever came to step on him, you know what I'm saying, at 7 in the morning, he about to go to school, ain't he, with his mother? Man, he just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he did, but it seemed like, you know what I'm saying, he did something that yeah, like somebody wasn't feeling.
Along Rohrer Street in the city's Feltonville section. It happened around 7:15 this morning.
Over 20 shell casings were found at the scene. It was reported by
Damn,
the news that he was with his mother when he was shot,
rushed him.
as if they were about to get into the car for her to drop him off across town at school. Authorities recovered a white Jeep Cherokee on Wednesday morning, the next day, abandoned near Somerdale and Godfrey Avenue, approximately 2 miles from where Noah Scurry's home on Aurora Street in Feltonville, where the deadly shooting took place. According to Deputy Commissioner Frank Venor, the vehicle appeared to have been damaged in the crash. Investigators are currently reviewing additional surveillance footage in hopes of piecing together the events that led to Scurry's death. While no suspects have been named and no motive has been determined, law enforcement officials are working tirelessly to identify the perpetrators. Surveillance footage suggests that at least two individuals were inside the Jeep during the shooting. The details of Noah Scurry's final moments paint a grim picture. He had just grabbed his backpack and was stepping into his mother's car when he was ambushed with gunfire. More than 20 bullets were fired, as I said, and Noah Scurry was struck multiple times in the chest and abdomen. Despite being rushed to Jefferson Einstein Hospital, he was pronounced dead within minutes. Family member
So whole time, like, what happened to Youngin mother whole time? Like his mother get in the car with him, like she ain't get hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause the way I'm looking at the situation, you know what I'm saying? They must have like had all them Jones aiming at him. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't say nothing about the mother getting hit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah though, man. Let's get back to it, man.
friends, and classmates were devastated by the sudden and senseless loss. A GoFundMe campaign, launched by his cousin, seeks to help cover funeral expenses. In her heartfelt message, she described Noah as a bright, loving young man, the heart of kindness. Noah, only 17 years old, had such a caring and loving heart, McGlenn wrote. He would do anything for his family, but most of all, for his siblings. Tributes and condolences have poured in across social media where friends expressed their grief and shared memories of the teen. Speechless, I love you, one friend posted alongside photos of Noah Scurry. At Samuel Feld High School, where Scurry excelled both academically and athletically, the loss has been profoundly felt. He was known for his sharp intellect and athletic prowess, which the news heavily focused on shortly after his passing. Curry was an advanced placement or AP student, the highest SAT scorer in his school, and a standout point guard on the basketball team. On Wednesday, January 15th, the school created a supportive environment for grieving students, providing counseling services and a quiet space in the auditorium for students to mourn. In an Instagram post, school officials reminded the community of the importance of kindness and mutual support. The greatest gift of support we have is each other, the school wrote. Be kind to each other today and always. Monique Braxton, a spokesperson for the school district, said that Noah was the kind of student that everyone wants. Noah Scurry's social media was filled with basketball highlight reels that showcased his skills on the court, where he effortlessly crossed over defenders, executed smooth layups, and nailed three-point shots. His undeniable talent was matched only by his bright future, a future now tragically cut short. The broader context of Noah Scurry's death is part of the Philly daily reminder of a persistent gun violence plaguing the city. According to Jackie Golden of the city controller's office, there have been 30 shooting victims in the city this year, 5 of whom were 18 years or younger. As the investigation into Noah Scurry's death continues, his memory lives on in the hearts of those who knew and loved him. His life, marked by academic excellence, athletic talent, and a caring spirit, is a painful reminder of the urgent need to address the violence claiming young lives in Philadelphia and beyond.
Philadelphia police say a 17-year-old was shot and killed along Rohrer Street in the city's Feltonville section. It happened around 7:15 this morning. That's where we find NBC 10's Matt DeLucia live at the scene. What do we know about the victim, Matt, and any suspects in this case?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Johnny, homicide investigators are still here at the scene. They've been here all morning. You can see the tape is still up, and the shooting itself happened in this narrow driveway behind the 5000 block of Rohrer Street. This is just off the boulevard. And as you mentioned, this happened around 7:15 this morning. Police showed up here. They found the 17-year-old who had been shot several times throughout his body. The young man was rushed to Einstein, and he died just after 7:30. Now, earlier, we could see a backpack and a shirt laying on the street. But as of right now, police have not made any arrests, but they did find a gun out here. And as investigators are going through this area, they're also going door to door, trying to get some surveillance video, trying to get some idea of who may have pulled this trigger and killed the 17-year-old right as the sun was coming up here along Rohrer Street.
Free Tax USA, the sidekick you need for advanced taxes.
All right, Mikey, how's it looking? What do you see?
Hold on, what that say? This younger generation idiot, sorry he lost his life. Could have easily been avoided if it could have been easily avoided. Why wasn't it? Like, just he making comments here one part of the story and just run with it. He stated in his song he already been, and that's why he was going about the way he was. Not everybody want to be what y'all failed to be. Some do to appease their parents until they can live on their own. I don't know nothing about no Philly hoods.
If people like myself and THF Philly weren't around, this would have been the end of the story. By the day of Noah's death, as is all too clear by now, 17-year-old star student.
I'm trying to skip past all this talking, man. Dude talking too much. I'm trying to get to the, you know what I'm saying, the nitty gritty, man.
YouTube for people like me to make the story with a little more context.
Enforcement sources are telling me they believe Noah Scurry appeared in a rap video with guns that was posted to social media the day before he was killed.
Damn.
New tonight, launch.
So they crushed him after he done a diss song. Y'all young niggas need to be careful, man. Speaking on, you know what I'm saying? Speaking on what y'all speaking on. You know, it's a lot of young dudes too. It's a lot of older guys too that get into some stuff, but like this internet stuff, man, it's crazy, man.
Enforcement sources confirmed there was a rap video uploaded to social media the day before 17-year-old Noah Scurry was shot to death behind his home.
You think I'm taking it. Since I run here to be chasing the light truck, and we all got fixing it. This is school, you know what I'm facing. I'm doing from me here and I'm dangerous. TV, other blocks can't hang with us. And you got catch a bite the game with us. You got here when the trend is changing. I'm smooth game, grocery creating. The last 1 week I was stuck on the page. I'll send on the say I'm collecting the pay. I hear what they're buying.
In front of his mother, who was getting ready to take him to Samuel Fells High School. A screenshot of the video shows a man in a Joker mask. At times,
Man, look. Don't nobody know if that's him or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's him or not, but that's what they saying. But if it is that young dude, man, all the rest of the young dudes showing they face and all that, man. Shit. And I pray for y'all, man, and shit. Hope y'all make it. You feel me? Like real life.
Appearing to hold a gun, sources tell Fox 29, and they believe that to be Scurry. In the video, he dances along other individuals who are also holding and showing off guns throughout.
That's just what they talking about switches and bricks and don't even got him. Yeah. He talking about his face is going. He was like, that shit out of contact. Just ran into two ops who did at the bank, and both of them niggas was tired. I'm gonna hit and I'm getting up close to shit. So you know ain't no fights.
66-year-old man is dead and 3 teens are hurt following a shooting last night in Frankfurt. It happened just before 9:30 on the.
So Youngin already been shot before. You know what I'm saying? He just ain't lose his life. Man, let me stop talking, man. I pray for y'all young dudes out here, man, for real, man.
4600 block of Mulberry Street. The man who died has been identified as Ivan Hall from Philadelphia. 3 15-year-old boys are in stable condition after being shot. Police have not given any more details on what may have led to the gunfire. As of yet, no arrests have been made.
Police sources confirmed Noah Scurry was one of 4 people shot in an unsolved May 2023 murder case on the 4600 block of Mulberry Street in Frankfurt. According to police, 66-year-old Ivan Hall was shot and killed on Sunday, May 28, 2023, and 3 then 15-year-olds were shot multiple times. Police sources said that Noah Scurry was one of the teens. This shooting places Noah smack dab in the middle of Frankfurt, a section of the city that hosts sets like the Double C's for Certified Clappers and Parkside. Noah is said to be affiliated with Parkside. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not a Philly gangologist like some people like to believe, nor do I want to be. But from what I can gather, you got a few groups relevant to this story. According to the person who made this map, this is Parkside or Double C territory. Up here is a group of young boys who call themselves the Whackers, and over here is M24 territory. And as you can see, this is where YNG Cheese was killed. Noah, Baby Joker, his street nickname.
Who is why something cheese?
He was very active out here, and his life had a part that may not have been known to his coaches and family. Less than a month after Noah was shot and the 66-year-old man was killed, another tragedy struck near the area. 25-year-old Devin Spady was killed.
Triple shooting. Philadelphia's Olney section claimed the life of an up-and-coming musician. The 25-year-old rap artist was known as Young Cheese, and he's the son of well-known influencer Gilly the King.
Oh, that's Gilly the Kid's son. Oh man, damn man, man, hey. Excuse me, man. Look, man, them situations connected, and from what I'm hearing, what they saying, that youngin, yeah, with Gilly's son and all that, like.
Gilly the King has amassed millions of followers, and a lot of them are planning to come here next week for Gilly Fest. It's a big concert. He uses his platform to speak out against violence, and now violence has claimed the life of his son. Police say Devin Spady, better known as Young Cheese, was one of 3 people shot in the 5800 block of Masher Street in Olney Thursday night. Shot in the back, the 25-year-old rapper was a rising star and the son of one of Philadelphia's biggest stars, Gilly the King. Gilly the King is a rapper turned podcaster turned philanthropist. He and his $1 million worth of game podcast partner, Wallow, also helped give away millions of dollars to support local businesses, and both were awarded the key to the city.
Gilly and Wallow have become the unofficial mayors of the city of Philadelphia. How about that? Right? They are the voice of the youth.
Hey man, shout out to Wallow and Gilly, man. Real life, man. $1 million worth of game, man. I hope y'all see this, man. Man, big ups to y'all, man, and my condolences to both families that that passed away, man. And especially special shout out, to your son, man. May his soul rest in peace. You feel me? Shout out to Philly though, man. I hope everything get together. You know, I know how the street stuff is, but you know, if I could reach one young brother, you know what I'm saying, to chill out, you know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying? That's what I stand on. But you know, everybody, you know, who really in the streets, you already know. Man, you know how I go down, you know what I'm saying? Keep that thing, you know what I'm saying? Stay protected, move smart. You hear me? Real life.
Agent Walt Reeder Jr. has known Gilly the King for years and knows he wanted more for his son. The other two people who were shot with Young Cheese both survived. Police have not made any arrests in the case. In Spring Garden, Toronto Thomas, Channel 6 Action News. Shari?
Yeah, very shocking story to learn of.
As is well known, Spady or Cheese is the son of comedian and Philly rap legend Gilly. Cheese's death came after him and a group of friends apparently standing on a corner when shots rang out on the 5800 block of North Master Street near Nedrow. Around the corner, police also found a 28-year-old man shot twice in the leg and drove him to Einstein. A third victim, a 31-year-old shot in the hip, arrived at the hospital in a private car. Video from the scene shows that a group of men were having a conversation on the corner of Nedrow and Masher when they heard gunshots and started running. No arrests were ever made in this case. No one took credit for this, as obviously that opened up a huge can of worms. 2 years earlier, AJ, or Ajon Jackson, was killed coming home from work. This murder is mentioned heavily by fellow Double C members Hardy and others in their raps. In fact, Hardy has a music video with over 1 million views with lyrics heavily mocking the death of AJ and another M24 affiliate, Swing 5, or Jay, who was killed in March of 2021.
You have to dog you from taking shit and selling bulls, and you either get some money or you play your role. They ain't dying just for nothing. For having we true the king. Drop this and get exposed. Niggas won't name took his life and put it yours. Get exposed. Take it up and hit his body. Dummy 3, 9, 5. I give it to him. You old.
Another teenager is shot and killed on the streets of Philadelphia. WQR.
I'm Jessica Cartalia. 16-year-old Ajon AJ Jackson was shot outside of East Oak Lane home when police say he was ambushed. He and his twin sister had just finished their shift at McDonald's.
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal
McDonald's
qualify for help from National Debt Relief.
Caught them slipping coming from work.
And the process has already helped over
McDonald's, they probably done rolled through the drive-thru and all that.
Heartbreak. All I have is my ball. That was sick. Don't speak on bodies in the pictures. I can rap because I did it. Watching shooters in one driver and then squatter and his tenant. That's a man down on the scene. Recall like 5 times to his biscuit. We most active in the city. Speak on why then we spin it. Absolute burden. Bring it here back. Ain't no pets. If we rank it cause we commences splitting niggas telling on where happened. We either get there or we way out of the check. All the city. Exotic glossy. We got six and big ass chopping. Double titties. Tapped it twice on Friday. Said she can't react cause this is switchy. All you heard was black and grip. Shooters in that boy, they went they first come back to life. I lost my dog and brought that head back on my team to make it right. You gonna shoot your brother since they did and you ain't seen nothing in your word. I know get back. Why they acting like they did? So, bro, just told me run my movie before it stopped because them feds coming. Oh, shit. Oh, he lagging, so I'ma up my glick and beat the drum. He was dumb, I heard little 5, they caught a 9, they have a gun. Let me bump, and we did a grand fuck like country 9. 1, he was dissing on Lil Wayne, happy birthday, he got gift wrapped. I know you heard the news, he made me snooze, come get your lick back. Them niggas ain't on shit, not claiming wreck. You know who did that, keep that twitchy on my booty like my bitch, so she gon' get that. Pretty looking out the way, but we still lamping on the spot. Wait, them bullets hit him, got him dancing, watching Biddy Bop. Brody, he don't take too much, he just be spinning, duck and top. And we never selling ranches, catch them bodies, then we swap. Man, the lady with the fast food, and I just did a drip, switch out the Glock, yeah, this bitch brand new.
16-year-old boy that just finished a shift at McDonald's where he worked with his twin sister. They actually got a lift here home It was when they got out of that car that somebody started firing at them. You can see there on the ground a McDonald's bag and a wrapper right in front of their home. Police saw this happen before 11 p.m. on Ferriston Drive near the Philly and Montgo border. Family told police the teen and his sister, they worked at McDonald's about a mile away. They finished work at 10 p.m., ordered a Lyft, which dropped them off right in front of their home. When they got out, police think there was two males who came toward them, opened fire, hitting the boy in the torso, the back, and in the head. They fired at least 15 shots.
Damn, crushed him.
The target. The sister was
Sad,
not,
man.
she was able to run home. They talked to other employees at that McDonald's who say that they hadn't seen any fights, no altercations, especially involving the 16-year-old. So police are continuing their investigation. They did find a weapon here on the street, a semi-automatic gun they found on the sidewalk. So they're hoping.
This brings us to the present day, back and forth shooting between the Northeast sets, which continued. Chris Dowling was shot and killed last February. Heartbreak members and now Bugs and LR or Bull Ryan were arrested and charged a few months later. M24 member Juan Brody was the first to alert the public of the shooting with an IG post. Bugs and LR were also charged with the bus stop shooting that injured 8 students heading home from school in March of last year.
Damn.
The sound of gunshots at a SEPTA bus stop. New surveillance video tonight of the dramatic moments that sent teenagers running for their lives when 3 masked gunmen suddenly opened fire. 8 teens were shot and wounded, 2 of them critically.
3 days earlier, carnage and out-of-control violence continued to shock Philadelphia as 17-year-old Damon Taylor was killed. The Philadelphia high school student was gunned down after school during a shooting at the North Philadelphia bus.
Man, these high school youngins, man, they beefing more than old heads that got beef from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know some old heads that got beef from back in the day, but they don't really be, you know what I'm saying? They just be on some like cooler type stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess they're a little older, they got kids and stuff like that. But you know, they do say if they see him or they catch him, then they going, But these youngers, they go to school together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they seeing each other damn near all the time, but ain't nobody really bucking no moves yet. You know what I'm saying? But man, praying for these youngers, man. Prayers to Philly, man. Them young niggas out Philly, man. They just like lunching. Hope y'all get y'all mind right. I hope y'all see my video. I hope y'all get y'all mind right.
4 other people injured, including 2 women on the bus and 2 other teens. The horrific shooting took place just before 3:45 p.m. at Ogontz and Godfrey Avenue, when 2 people, at least one with an automatic weapon, fired at a group of young people waiting at the bus stand. Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel said. Multiple rounds were fired, Bethel said. According to the police, the shooters fired more than 50 times with an automatic weapon. Damon Taylor was shot multiple times throughout his body and head, police said. The 17-year-old from the Fern Rock neighborhood died a short time later at the hospital. The girl at the scene can be heard in shock saying, "Oh my God, his face is gone." Mentioned because leading up to the death of Noah, him and his friends can all be heard rapping about these incidents. And after his death, Noah was linked to several homicides through street rumors. Ones that seemed to gain the most traction were Fat Dame and Cheese.
Let's talk about the op. They talking about switches and flicks and don't even got him. Advance, he talking about his face is going, ain't whack. That shit out of context. That's right. Advance, he talking about his face is going, ain't whack. That shit out of context. That's right.
And then whoever this individual is with a mask on, he just like spoke on the situation. Just like, man, that's a mean diss, man. That's crazy, man.
Big at the back, and both of them niggas was coppers. When I hit, then I'm getting up close to shit, so you know ain't nobody survived. So when he got to the drop, he was coming out the crib, so we just caught that perfect time. Nigga thought he was my man, he gave me his gun, he must have ain't know I was saying I'm loafing in his phone when I say last song. I grew up behind her, you on them lawyer shoes and calling to get back. How about come catch you a body? Catch a nigga out on the floor and I like my door with the bet. I hop out front. Nigga can't talk about Chris if he ain't gonna talk about how fat she ain't so left. Nigga, bitch, do you fuck with the ops or not? That little hey, we already joined lying. On my block, I don't do the hiding. Here's the reason them niggas are dying. Track up 4 and beat the 10. No, we ain't playing defiance. Got a fully behind it. Give me a drop, I'm a plummet. They try to surprise him. He don't see me, but I see him. Left and right, let's box it.
Also, through unsubstantiated sources, he is linked to the death of Izzy Stanley and the 18-year-old 10 Millie, who both died in June of 2024, a week apart. Now, I'm not trying to go around putting murders on people, so please take all of this with a grain of salt. I'm delivering the info that was sent my way, and these seem to be persistent rumors, people who would know, like people close to him. Damon, or Fat Dame as he was called, went to Imhotep High School. The alleged retaliation shootings a few days later by Fast Break members is referenced by Noah, or Joker here, where he said,
it's like, damn, free Lil Ryan. We the reason why they throwing five and then they end up dying. They keep asking, why you couldn't get up? I mean, he wasn't trying. Any nigga, we call cracking fours on a guy, we probably out there, cut hand in, see, I know that shit surprising, but all right, fuck that murder shit, come on. You can choose it.
Referencing Jamal Tucker, or Crawley, the first person arrested when the 8 students were shot at the bus stop, and apparently the first one to start talking and gave up his friends. Joker is heard sarcastically saying, "Free Lil Ryan."
Free Lil Ryan, we the reason why they throwing five and then they end up.
G12 Zai, One Brody, Lil, and other M24 members are known to be cool with Blumberg, a mutual friend and family members, and also because of the Zoo Gang Blumberg War. The smaller factions under them aligned accordingly. M24 and Fast Break are kind of the same in terms of lost homies and members. They have been aligned with the Plum for years. Recently, you started to see Noah getting the backing of Pentown and Zoo Gang members. The day before he died, he dropped a song with a rapper named Trent Season, who was with Pentown and Zoo Gang. The song, which had zero attention at first, went to over 100,000 views after the news of Noah's passing. A week before Noah died, his basketball team played Imhotep, the school which Fat Dame went to. There was obvious tension about what happened, and the school didn't want an incident. Noah didn't play in the game, and Imhotep blew out failed. No students were allowed to attend the game either. I got word that there was a summer league game between the two schools, and they were going to try to pack Noah out after the game, but he escaped. After Noah was killed, speculation, as always, ran wild. The long and short of it was, Noah had numerous ops due to his street activities, many of which were not included in his video. And he was killed. Real or perceived, the threat of Noah was enough for his ops to sit on his house and wait for him to leave for school with his mom and get there for my revenge.
Bitch, I lined outside with 4 or 5 deep in the John. Like, what? Then with Baby and Cutting doing this, putting the Joker down. Baby Joker this, the jokes is over now. He got.
Dang.
He better go be in her. I'm scared to go back to the diner smoking. I didn't hear him yet.
Damn, somebody just dropped a diss song of the young dude that's supposedly behind that mask. Man, wild and slim.
Life we go depends on the choices in front of us. A lot of the time, people with high intellect go on to be star performers in society. Doctors, engineers, scientists, lawyers. Some others with higher than average IQ think they can beat the system, that they are smart enough to beat the streets. Or sometimes people like Noah think they can straddle the line and be a high school top performer by day and Baby Joker, the street demon, at night. But as evidenced by this story, it never ends up the way you want it to. The streets are a lie. Noah fell right into the trap. A brilliant future wasted for the want for revenge and twisted justice. I'll leave it there for now. Thank you for watching American Confidential. And it's